One of the most dangerous moments in a narcissistic relationship is the moment narcissist realizes you finally understand them. Because once they realize you see the manipulation clearly, everything starts changing. A narcissist survives through confusion. They need you doubting yourself. They need you questioning your memory, your reaction, your emotion, and your worth. Because as long as you stay confused, they stay in control. That's why narcissistic relationship often feels emotionally exhausting. You keep explaining yourself, defending yourself, trying to prove your intentions, trying to make them understand your pain. Meanwhile, they keep shifting the story. One day they love you, the next day they attack you. Then suddenly they play the victim. And slowly you start living in survival mode. You become anxious, you become hyper-aware, you become emotionally drained because your nervous system is constantly trying to survive emotional unpredictability. And the saddest part, most survivors don't even realize they are being manipulated at first. They think maybe I am too sensitive. Maybe I am overreacting. Maybe I am the problem. That self-doubt is exactly what keeps the narcissistic system alive. But then something slowly starts changing. You begin noticing the pattern. You realize the apologies never led to changed behavior. The same fights keep repeating. The same manipulation keeps happening. And slowly you stop reacting the same way. You start defending yourself constantly. You stop begging to be understood, and you stop panicking every time they threaten abandonment. And trust me, they notice that shift immediately because narcissists are extremely aware when they are losing emotional control over someone. And the scariest part, once narcissist realizes their manipulation is no longer working the same way, their behavior often escalates. Sometimes they suddenly become very loving, sometimes crueler, and sometimes they rage. Sometimes they cry, sometimes they guilt trip you, and sometimes they try a smear campaign against you. The question is, why? Because now they feel their control is slipping, and losing control feels terrifying to narcissistic people. And suddenly you hear things like, you have changed, you have become cold, you don't care about family anymore, you are selfish now. In my case, I was told that my husband and my in-laws had brainwashed me. That's what toxic people often do. Instead of asking, why is this person pulling away from me? They create a new story. A story where you are unstable, you are manipulated, you are selfish, and you are the problem. Because protecting their image matters more than facing accountability. This is the moment many survivors finally wake up emotionally. They realize this was never about love. This was about control. And once you truly see the pattern, you start remembering things differently. The emotional cycle becomes clearer, and suddenly you realize how much of your life was spent trying to earn basic kindness from people who benefited from your self-doubt. That realization hurts deeply because healing from narcissistic abuse is not just grieving the pain, it's grieving the illusion. The illusion that one day they would finally understand, finally apologize, finally become emotionally safe. And accepting that truth can feel heartbreaking, but it is also the beginning of freedom. The moment you stop doubting your own reality, their control starts breaking. That's why narcissistic people become uncomfortable when you heal, because healed people are harder to manipulate. If you are healing from narcissistic abuse, toxic family system, or emotional manipulation, follow the Zen journey, because some of the most powerful healing begins the moment you finally trust your own reality again.